October 31st. What's up, guys? It's me, Pittoo, or the Devil Hell's Kitchen, whichever you prefer, along with Gengar, or Mista, and Zorua, or Mrs. Scoops Ahoy. And we are back with part 2 of the Pokemon Iceberg, and with that, there's not much to say except for Happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having a safe one. This should be out around 4 o'clock, I believe. So if you're just coming back from school or you've been waiting for this for the whole day, it is here. And I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Ace wanted to say hi too. I don't know if you hear him whining over there, but let's get right into it, shall we?
Happy Halloween, everyone. Today ends our 5-video marathon, and we end it with the lower halves to the depth of the ocean. So let's jump back in to this deep, deep iceberg. The Gygus connection comes not only from its visual similarities, but some of its developers may have a connection in helping develop Mewtwo. Ape Inc. developed Mother One and was refunded as Creatures Inc. in 1995. This same subsidiary of Nintendo later helped develop Pokemon games. Creatures Inc. owns 1/3 of the entire franchise of Pokemon, and its president, Tanaka, directly composed the music of Earthbound for Mother 2. For a different theory altogether, Satoshi Tajiri, the person responsible for development of the Pocket Monster franchise, in the first place says the inspiration for developing the franchise came partly from his love of anime. Dragon Ball Z at the time was very popular in Japan, so entirely possible that Satoshi Tajiri watched DBZ and was inspired to make Mewtwo as well. When you go to Big Wave Beach, you will speak to a youngster who mentions about some weird happenings at the trainer school you visited previously. Go there at night, and you'll find a girl with a Drifloon who speaks about the 7 mysteries that are happening in the school. She will give you various pointers to solve them. Scary PA system. Go upstairs, and you'll find out the speaker is broken. Stairs to nowhere. Stairs in the school keep cycling. Interact with notice board to get gasoline. Lord Slimy. At night, a slimy sound is heard. Go upstairs to find it's the janitor's grinder. Scary lights. Go to the incinerator in the northeast to find a lass burning things. Curse diary. Go to the diary on the shelf to be attacked by a Drifloon. Ghost class. Go upstairs to find a class of children, but it turns out to be a hypno hallucination. Everything seems to lead back to hypno, or so it seems. After finding those 6, the girl will say she can't help with the 7th, but know about how she moves to Alola and didn't know English, and now wants to protect the school. You receive some wine glasses, but you get interrupted by a security guard, and after talking to him, the girl disappears. Noted that the security guard did not see her and never saw her to begin with. Drifloon's Pokédex entry says, stories go that it grabs the hand of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children, funnily enough. Sableye is based on the Hopkinsville Goblin, a creature from a legend alien encounter in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. The Hopkinsville Goblin was described as a roughly child size, with huge heads and powerful clawful arms on relatively stunted bodies, fan-like ears and massive, brightly shining red eyes. Bullets fired at the creature and were said to bounce off of his gleaming metallic skin, and their claws sliced easily through the home's metal roofing. They had their arms up as they walked, as though wading through water. and constantly swayed their hips. And this references the heart gold and soul silver fight between the protagonist, you, and Giovanni. Radio Tower Leader puts this in good words, so I'm gonna let him read this from the Zamino and link to everything below. In game's canon, Giovanni disbands Team Rocket and abandons his only son, Silver. He leaves the gym, the league, and any position of authority behind. He has nothing but his Pokemon. He goes off to train in solitude, with no one but his Pokemon as companions, much like Red presumably had. Even if he did go back to Kanto, he'd have nothing, besides prison if we think realistically. So, he's training in a place full of wild Pokemon that his are weak to. He lives alone for 3 years, most likely taking minimal contact with other humans so he can gather supplies and traveling frequently. Then he meets this kid who says nothing and travels with Celebi floating behind him. They battle, and despite 3 years of training, he loses to this kid. So he leaves the cave. But then what? There's a noise heard. Something like static. It obviously holds some meaning. The theory states that he jumps into the waterfall and takes his life. However, he's later seen at the Pokemon World Tournament, showing that he's definitely not dead. The noise is heard inside and sounds like the radio static. This theory is similar to the Giovanni one, where after defeating Red takes his life. The main reason people believe this is for its random disappearance on the mountain after the fight. The reason this is lower than Giovanni is because I believe this one's more unbelieved as the other one, and more just assumed he disappeared after his loss, maybe returning home. He is also battleable in Black and White. I don't know where I got Diamond and Pearl from. Black and White too, as well as Sun and Moon. E is a creepypasta about a shiny Eevee that, when trying to evolve into Espeon and being cancelled every time, begins to corrupt. The corruption leads to becoming more and more evil. This leads not only to feigning, but killing other trainers' Pokemon. Before killing the in-game character, the narrator used his final words uttering, "You should have let me evolve." A similar retelling to Lost Silver, this story sees Gold travel through Mount Silver. However, due to extreme cold, he's caught in a struggle. Him and his Pokemon begin to freeze. Frostbite ensues, and his Pokemon die off, one by one. After his Pokemon except for Typhlosion are killed, a Celebi attacks, harming the player. He awoke in a cave. He begins to continue his descent into freezing. He then runs into a frozen Red, who challenges to a battle. His Pokemon, just like yours, are deceased. Once defeating Red, Destiny Bond is used, thus ending the game. A Pikachu named Jessica is a narrator's favorite from her beloved Pokemon Yellow. However, when not paying attention, her friend evolved her into a Raichu after she had been transferred to Pokemon Crystal. This saddens the narrator. However, after moving Jessica back to Yellow, she still treats her as her favorite. After destroying her Yellow copy in a fit of rage, although the reader was saddened, she continues to carry on with her life, got a girlfriend, and continued to play Pokemon as the years advanced. After getting Black and White and playing it, they transferred a Yellow Forest Pikachu, who named itself Jessica. Jessica refused to evolve in Black and White, stating, "Remember me." The Pikachu would then begin to terrorize the player, citing memories as well as developing into an angry, vengeful spirit. Until finally the reader apologizes, and the Pikachu forgives. In the end, Jessica the Raichu is added into Pokemon Black and White, a decade of anger. Forgiven.
I felt gutted and a little sad that some of my past had died.
Pikachu who goes insane
To relive some nostalgic moments, I traded my team back to Yellow and began to fight some Pokemon with my team, my love for it being back. Although Jessica wasn't following me around anymore,
the sky is bloody red.
I still treat her like the Pikachu I always had.
In the end,
I even spoke to my game a few times, and once or twice thought she responded to me. If I felt happy, the Raichu's cry wasn't normal and tough. And if it felt sad, it felt slowed down and a little sad. It might have just been me, but oh well.
After clicking one of the options, the last text
when Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire came out, I was distraught that I couldn't trade Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon to them. I felt incredibly sad and put down my Pokemon Yellow to pick up a copy of Pokemon Ruby.
This is just as stated. A death and injury tracker has shown how many were done by playing and involving Pokemon Go. It's in the links if you want to check it out. It's not too crazy or too scary, but I thought it's kind of weird.
2008 on the topic.
Glitch City can be
I don't know if it's
accessed
one of
by
those things that
executing a
everybody
series
knows
of
about
steps
and
that
nobody
can
like makes
can't
videos
do
on
Safari
anymore, or
Zone.
people just kind of forgot about. So what you have to do,
the player
you have to
should
step
enter
out,
a
go
Safari
back
Zone.
inside.
Then immediately after
He's gonna
entering,
ask you to leave.
attempt to
You're
leave the
gonna say
Safari
no.
Zone.
Then you save the
When
game.
the attendant
and you
asks if you
reset.
want to
And
leave
then
this
you'll see what
early,
happens.
the
Alright,
player should
reset
answer
the
no
game. We're
and
saying
re-enter
now when we
the
go
Safari
inside,
Zone.
he should think
Rather
get
than
confused
actually
basically and think
the
we're entering
game
for the
should be
first time.
saved and reset.
But we're not.
When the player
So we
now
are
attempts
not
to
going
leave
to
the
enter the
Safari
Safari
Zone
Zone.
again,
But what's
the
happening,
attendant will
I'm
instead
pretty
ask
sure
if
what's
the player would
happening,
like to
is
join
the
the Safari
game
game.
thinks we're in the Safari
To
Zone.
which
So when
the
you go to the
player
Safari
should
Zone,
answer
and I
no
think every
and
single
leave to the
Pokemon
south
game,
exit.
you have like a step
After
counter.
taking
Now you
500
can't see the
steps
step counter,
at any location
at least
other
right
than
now we
Safari
can't.
Zone,
And once that
Safari
step
Zone
counter
PA will
runs
win.
out,
And
then
the
we'll
player
be
will
transported
be warped
back
into
to
the Safari Zone
back to
gate
the Safari Zone, back to the
by
game.
leaving the gate
Now,
through the south
since
exit.
we're messing the
player
game up, the
will
game's
enter
supposed to think we're in the
Glitch
Safari Zone.
City.
Obviously, we're not, as the step.
When it finds humans or Pokemon it dislikes, it freezes them and takes them to its chilly den, where they become decorations.
Reimagined 101 is an artist who recreates 101 Pokemon as their most disturbing ways they could. Many spooky Pokemon thumbnails you see that you're using as art. It's creepy to say. To end this Iceberg, I want to show you a few of my favorites and link his account if you're interested in looking some more art. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the last few weeks of Halloween themed videos. If you enjoyed, a like and comment would be greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys have a great Halloween. Let's go back to my other self, but thank you guys. Like I said, I really do appreciate everybody who's been stopping by. People like Isaiah who comments all the time. I see it and I appreciate it and it's awesome. Thank you guys.
Oh, let's get this off. Oh my gosh. That is very hard to see out of. No, actually, it's okay, but it's very tight the way that I sewed it. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. It's been a very fun month. Many episodes were uploaded this week, and hopefully I continue this trend. I know I will take a break for like one of the weeks in the next few weeks because it's gonna be my birthday. I'm gonna be out of town, so stay with me. I will upload more. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a safe Halloween. Like I said, get some candy, whatever you want to do, party. Just don't too much. And I think that is it, guys. Stay safe.